Hello and welcome to the first Tales from the Battlin Barrow. This is going to be a series where we're going to explore different aspects of the wargaming hobby that are not specifically tied to one gaming system. So even if you don't play Middle-earth SBG and you've subbed the channel because of the terrain building or some other video you've seen, you're not really into Middle-earth SBG, these videos will probably still be of interest to you. The Battlin Barrow is my gaming room in my house, basically my man cave. It's where we play our games. You see them in the battle reports. I sit and paint my models, I build the terrain you see in the videos. And it's kind of decorated with a slight medieval theme, with a sort of Lord of the Rings motif going on in it in places. With the room having a medieval theme, I wanted the name to sound like it could have been a medieval inn, and also wanted to have a wargaming theme. Barrow also sounds like the first part of my surname, and I like alliteration as well. So I might have battle because it's a wargaming room, and Barrow, so the Battlin Barrow kind of made sense. So we named it the Battlin Barrow. So I thought what we'd do now is have a little tour of the room. This is how it looks outside the room. Got my every year have a Middle-earth calendar here, and I made and printed off this party business sign to stick on. As we enter the room, we'll just have a quick 360 around the room. Notice the table on the right as we go in. Here's the desk area. This is where I sit and paint and sit and build terrain, and where I record the videos as well. The intros of the videos. This is it. This is a custom built desk, bespoke, that I didn't make. My wife made. So it's really handy, really good. So it really works out well for this room. Next we have a look at all the models. At the moment it's a bit, I'm going to make some improvements which we'll cover a bit later on, but there's some models under the desk. There's dwarves and Isengard under there, so I'm going to sort of sort those out a bit later on in the year. Currently in the process of redoing all the bases of my models, which will be a future video for the Tales of the Battlin Barrow. On the shelves as you just go in the door, we've got Warrior on the top shelf. Next shelf is Angmar, and I think there's some Azog type stuff up there. There's Hunters and some Legion-y stuff. Underneath that I have my Rangers, Arnor, Shire, and some miscellaneous pieces. This is the shelving I'm thinking of redoing. I'm going to build a new shelving unit there, so I've got more shelves. 6 shelves and the top bit. Next we've got the main unit over here, and top shelf is sort of like miscellaneous and large models. Next shelf down is going to be Mirkwood, Dulguldur. I probably will rearrange this when I get the other shelving unit built. But next under that we have Barrador and Mordor. These kind of share a shelf because they share models, so I've placed them all the same, so I can do that. Shelf underneath is the Elves on a Shelf. This is Rivendell, Lothlorien, and what little Mirkwood I have at the moment. And the final shelf is the Shelves of Men. Rohan, Fiefdoms, and my Minas Tirith now. The terrain, there's a box of trees under the desk, some drawers, which we'll just have a look at here, have some terrain in. These are more the common bits that you can just throw down, very generic. The rest of the terrain is stored in storage pretty much throughout the house. I've got some in my attic space upstairs. I got some just in the room next to this, in some drawers, just some little bits and pieces so I can quickly get out and throw down. But in here I just keep stuff I can just quickly throw together generic boards. You have a drawer full of ruins and statues here. There's above that there's some Shire farming terrain. In the drawers here I have sort of some warrior type stuff. One next door I have some edges, walls, bits like that. So we have a sofa in the room, and on here there's Sebastian, our room mascot. The sofa here is because this is also a multi-purpose room, so if I have guests staying, this has to function as a guest room as well, so this folds out into a sofa bed as well. So it's quite nice. I wouldn't mind staying here myself. And then not only do I play SPG, I play a range of different games, so I've got those stacked up here, some of them on top there. And some in the cupboard here. I live in an old Victorian house, and there's sort of fireplaces in every room, so I wanted to incorporate that into it. So here I have the fireplace. I wouldn't want a real fire in here, so I bought this sort of a flame bulb so we can turn that on and have a flickering flame in here. Now you may be mentioning, what about the where's the, okay, this is great, but where's the gaming table? If you remember earlier on the right hand side as you entered, there was that table there. Well, that actually folds out, so we put that in the centre room and it folds out, and behind the sofa is a 4x4 piece of MDF that we sort of throw on top, and then we just put down some gaming boards or some gaming mats on top of that. As mentioned earlier, there's improvements I'd like to make, particularly with the storage of models. So when the weather warms up, so I can get outside and saw some wood up. We're going to make a new shelving unit so I can have even more models. Because this still, all the ones you've seen here still aren't all the models I have for the game. There is, under the sofa, there are some boxes and boxes of models I'd like to get out. Numenorian stuff, Eastlings, forget what else, but there's loads in there. So, another improvement I'd like to make, as its name's meant to sound like a medieval inn, I'd also like a bar serving real ale. But I think that may be a bit of a dream. So that's the Battlin Barrow gaming room. I am just having a themed gaming room just really helps with the atmosphere. I mean, you may have seen in the tour that the computer I have in the room, I've even wood grained the speakers and the monitor, and my old printer I actually had wood grained. This is a new one, so I've got to do that just to make it all blend in. A bit of modern tech blends into the medieval themed room. It really does help with the atmosphere and just the vibe of just being in here. So I'd highly recommend, if you can, get your own gaming room and do something similar to it. This has been the first Tales of the Battlin Barrow. This will be an ongoing series where we cover different aspects of hobby. This obviously covering a gaming room, how you set up a gaming room. But I'm hoping to do a few more of these. I don't know how regular these are going to be, but we'll see. So hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, take care. Thanks for watching, we hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button and leave a comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Stick with the channel for many great videos to come.